Hi everyone. Welcome back to our n8n automation series. Today, we're diving into debugging. This is the next step after error handling, where you'll learn exactly how to find, fix, and test workflow errors quickly and effectively. No more staring at a failed workflow, wondering what went wrong. In this tutorial, we'll cover n8n's best built-in debugging tools, from in-editor testing to version rollbacks. In just 5 minutes, you'll gain all the actionable skills needed to debug any n8n workflow like a pro. Let's get started. First, let's cover the debugging overview, what debugging is, why it matters, and the 4 most common reasons your n8n workflows fail. Debugging is the process of finding, locating, and fixing errors in your workflow. It's essential for keeping your automations running smoothly and reliably. Effective debugging reduces maintenance time and ensures your workflows function exactly as you want them to. Now, here are the 4 most common causes of errors. Memorize these, because you'll encounter them often. Incorrect node configuration, wrong API keys, bad parameters, or misconfigured settings. This is the #1 mistake for beginners. Service unavailability, third-party apps/APIs timing out, database failures, or network issues. Remember, it's not always your fault. Data format errors, mismatched JSON, wrong field types, like text instead of a number, or data that's too long. Missing critical data, a required field, like an email or ID, is missing, preventing the workflow from parsing the data. Being aware of these common issues allows you to start debugging with focused intent, no more random guessing. Next up is in-editor debugging, n8n's most powerful debugging tool and the first one you'll use for every error. This tool allows you to reproduce the exact error right in the n8n editor, using the real data that caused the failure. No more simulating data or guessing the issue. It works in 3 super simple steps. Find the failed record, go to your execution logs and click on the task that failed. Remember, we learned about logs in error handling. One-click debug start. n8n automatically launches a debugging environment and loads the real error data into the editor. Load data and test, modify the node configuration or logic, then test it with the exact data that caused the error. The best part? It pins the real runtime data to the editor, ensuring the problem scenario is 100% the same as in production. No more it works in testing but not in real life. You fix the actual error, not a simulated one. This can cut your debugging time in half. Third, let's talk about the retry mechanism, the fastest way to verify that your fix works. Once you've resolved an error, you don't need to rerun the entire workflow, which can waste time if the error occurs in the middle. The retry feature allows you to rerun just the failed node with one click, using the same original data. Here's how it works. Locate the failed node, find it in the execution log, just like with in-editor debugging. Click Retry, hit the Retry button in the n8n interface. Auto re-execute, n8n runs the failed node, and any nodes after it, with the same input data, instant fix validation. Pro tip for big workflows: if the error is in the middle of a long process, use the Copy to Editor feature. This copies the data snapshot right before the failed node to the editor, allowing you to skip all the prior steps and debug only the broken part. This saves so much time, no more waiting for a 10-step workflow to run just to test a 1-step fix. Fourth, let's discuss the edit output function, a flexible tool for testing different scenarios and fixing data issues on the fly. This feature allows you to manually change the output data of any node, breaking the black box of workflow data and giving you full control for testing. The steps are easy. Find the target node, locate it in the execution log and check its current data. Enter edit mode, click the Edit Output button on the node. Modify and save, change the data, fix a typo, add a missing field, or simulate bad data, and save it. This function is perfect for 3 key scenarios. Testing branch logic, see how your workflow responds to different data, e.g., a low GPA versus a high one. Simulating extreme cases, test boundary data, like a super long name or a 0 value, to ensure your workflow remains stable. Fixing upstream errors, correct bad data from a previous node and check if the rest of the workflow functions properly. Overall, it's a great tool for both fixing errors and preventing them by testing all possible scenarios. Finally, let's talk about workflow version history, your safety net for when you make a mistake while debugging. We've all been there. n8n automatically saves every single change you make to a workflow, providing a complete history of all versions. This serves as version control for your automations and offers 3 life-saving uses. Version rollback: if you fix one error but inadvertently break another, you can simply roll back to a stable, working version of the workflow. Instant recovery. Change tracking: see exactly what you modified in each version, which node, which setting. This is great for auditing your fixes. Team collaboration: if your team is building workflows together, everyone can track how the workflow has changed over time, eliminating confusion. This tool ensures you never lose a working workflow due to a bad fix. It's your ultimate debugging safety net. That's n8n debugging in just 5 minutes. You now have all the built-in tools to quickly debug any workflow error. This skill will boost your confidence with n8n, even when things go wrong. Combined with our error handling lesson, you can build workflows that are not only automated but also debuggable and fixable. If you have any questions about these debugging tools or how to use them, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'm here to help. If you found this tutorial useful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more n8n tips. In our next session, we'll do a live debug walkthrough of a real failed n8n workflow. Thanks for watching. You're now an n8n Debugging Pro. Happy automating and debugging.